I saw this post on X, and I keep tabs on the whole AI stuff and how it's going to affect comic books. And just looking at, like, I originally thought that AI was going to take over the job of the artist, but I don't actually think that's going to happen anymore. What I actually think is going to happen is all of the writers out there that I guess want to create stories, they're going to just probably leave comics. Like when you see something like this, right? In my head, I'm thinking, if I was a writer, like, why would I spend months, if not years, working with an artist to create a comic book to tell my story? Because I think ultimately it's just about telling stories. I think the reason why a lot of people who want to tell their story through comic books is mainly because they don't own a movie studio, or they there's a lot of factors in there, as in, like, money wise and manpower and stuff like that. Like, so it's probably the easiest place to kind of enter it's the barrier for entry. Is that the saying? So essentially, people can kind of step into comics and work with someone and create the story that they've always wanted to. But imagine now all those people, now they can just use these AI tools, and, like, it's still nowhere near ready. But I think, just as an example, this one here, Meta just announced Mocha, a new model that turns text or voice, right? So let's imagine text. Let's imagine, like, some comic book writer can just write this stuff in their script, and then they get something like this. Like, I'm gonna full screen this. Like, I think this is just a sign of what's to come. Like,
I gotta follow my own plan. Stay here, get my own thing.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop.
You are so beautiful and so smart, and it kills me that you don't.
Don't forget to check out my stories for those extra bonus codes that you're not going to want to miss out on, and all of.
What are you gonna do?
so yeah, that's, like, I think some of that audio is from other shows. Like, some of those voices sound familiar, but essentially, yeah, I think a lot of the writers and the people who are on that side of comics will probably leave comics, and then what will be left is maybe just the artists who still like the process of drawing and creating comics. Like, so the market could, this is just my prediction, I'd love if somebody commented with more things to make me think about this, like, as in, like, counterpoints and stuff. Like, but I think it could just be like a tiny market of artists that are creating the comics, and all the people who now want to tell stories just go off to this. Like, because I don't know, like, if I was just a writer and loved telling stories, like, this is more appealing to me. Like, like, this is just, you write it in, it's probably almost instant feedback. Like, you could write out a whole scene with your two characters, where the shots are from, and then when you get something back of this quality, and you're hitting a bigger audience as well, because more people like to watch this content than read comics. Not a lot of people read comics. Like, so it still is, it's still a further nail in the coffin of comics. Like, I'd love, like, I know there's a lot of people still positive out there for comics, but, like, I do think this type of technology is going to kill comics. But at first I thought it was going to replace the artist, but I think it's just going to eat at the audience. It's going to pull away more people making comics, and all those all those writers who were probably funding a lot of their own money into things like indie comics. That will all be gone now, like, because they'll probably, eventually this could be some tool that they just subscribe to, like €10 $10 a month or something, and they can create, like, these like, they could have their own Daredevil TV show, or fucking, just from writing into a script. Like, I do think it's coming. I definitely think it, like, I've been watching this stuff for a while now, and it's just, the progression is startling. Like, it really is. Like, even, like, look at this. Let's have a look at one more, and then I'll end the video.
You have to be a boss, but you can't be mean.
You have to lead, but you can't squash other people's ideas.
Sometimes it can feel like a tightening in your chest.
I've been staring at the edge of the water long.
Like, it's a bit weird.
You have to be a boss, but you can't be mean.
But it's getting eerily, scarily close. Like, anyway, I'll leave it at that.